So we're here at Woody's tomb with old school CaveClan member Seanile to come along today. Let's go. We'll go into Woody's tomb and got a couple of yarns to tell you. Jesus. Jesus. It never used to be this deep. So Woody's tomb is called Woody's tomb because Woody used to work above it. And it was the first drain that we named after people, after a member, and it fucking stinks at the moment. It's got all that fatty smell to it. I remember one day I was sitting at home reading a book, something like that, looking at porn, I can't remember, and the TV was on, and in the background I just heard this name on the news, Samantha Coon, and I was like, shit, I know that name. Turned out Samantha Coon had done a bad drug deal with a couple of guys, and they belted her up and she was unconscious. They thought they'd killed her, and then they decided they had to get rid of the body. It was in West Heidelberg sort of area. This all came out in the court case. They sort of dobbed each other in the end, but they sat her up against a tree and they started chopping her with an axe. She started screaming because she wasn't dead. But anyway, they chopped her up and they threw her in the lake at the back of the uni. What the article on the news was that they found bits of body in this drain. And at the time we were exploring it fairly regularly, so... And, as I'll explain in a minute, you'd often find dead animals in here, so you would often get little smelly bits. So yeah, so poor old Samantha Coon, their family were brought up near where I lived. Here we are at the first and only junction. I remember when we found this, we were like, oh wow, this is such a cool feature. This is back in the early days where things like this were. I know we went up the side tunnel one day and I can't remember it doing much, but we never went back, so it has been decorated a bit since we were here. Snowstorm. He's gone down the family path, got a kid or kids. Mullet Jock snowstorm. Woody's. One thing that Woody's tomb's known for is it comes out under a lake, and back in the day ducks and turtles used to fall down into the drain. One day we found a turtle with a cracked shell and we found a bucket, put in a bucket of water, and we tried to find a vet, but it was like on Sunday. So we ended up at the Melbourne Zoo. We went to the vet department, they took the turtle and they said they were just going to put fiberglass on the shell. And then they said we could name it. I think we suggested Darky, because we told them we found it in a drain. Lol, just ate shit. This fucking drain stinks. When we first did Woody's tomb, it used to be twice as long. And at the other end, the lake, so it used to, the overflow used to be at the other end of the lakes, closer to the university. And it was heaps better, the old, like, it's hard to explain what it looked like, but it wasn't just a round grill, it sort of, all the metal angled up, it's still hard to explain. And it was a lot lower, like you could touch the grill, whereas the grill as you see today is Yeah, a lot higher, and I don't even think it has a ladder unless they've added one. Yeah, so the animals used to fall down. We used to release ducks. We'd just walk them out to this side tunnel exit, which you'll see soon. And then one day, I think it was Beans and Jub Jub, they contacted one of the Laurie Levy type Save the Animals things. They contacted the uni and told the uni what was happening. Fucking heaps of webs. And they put a mesh over it, and since then, I don't think animals get caught down here anymore. So Beans and Co did a good deed. I think got in the media, a bit of publicity. So yeah, it's not the most exciting drain. We always plan to use it as a party location. The area around where you get out used to be really bushy. I think now it's been everything, bike tracks added, and you know, picnic benches and all that sort of stuff. So I think it's like that, although I haven't seen it. We never used it as a party zone. I always thought it'd be a good one. So this is weird. It's normally got water flowing down. It used to always have water. That's quite a feature. Yeah, so it's also not a very long drain, woody tomb. I think that's all I can really say about it. We're coming around to the grill now. Just before you get to the grill, there's an exit there. And a block tunnel there. Yeah, but it used to go twice as far. Used to go about another, well, not twice as far, but another few minutes. That's an old CaveClan. That looks a bit like my handwriting. That must be pretty old. Despite what people think, we weren't super crazy back in the day with the graffiti and all that. Fuck, I'm getting so many webs and I've got a hat in my bag. Fuck. So I'm seeing feathers. I'm wondering if some animals are still getting through. This is always flowing. Can you judge the books? Was that shit? Oh, there's a dead bird. Oh, look at it hanging upside down. It's such a death trap. So all the shit and feathers in here are from animals outside. Yeah, that's right. The ladder only ever went... I think I got video of this ladder back in the day. Looked a bit healthier then. Oh, there you go. Yep, no date. Oh, there you go. (18th of the 2nd, 89. Gills and one fish. How many do you see? Predator, mullet. Alright, I'm going to Predator. Yeah, Predator, mullet, they're both no longer with us. Cougar, he's no longer with us. Rusco, he's still with us. So Woody's tomb was found on December the 7th, 1986. That was one of the early ones. And now it is 2023, so quite a bit of time has passed since I was here last. Well, there you go. Fallon. One of the few Fallons that hasn't been turned into Leon yet. And little mate. Okay, we'll head out. Yeah, this drain's fucking stinking. It's that kind of smell where it doesn't smell like it's doing you any good, and there's all this shit. Yeah, fuck, needs a good wash out. And the entrance has got all that, like, you know, the fat build up from like restaurants and that, like, or something being pumped in here that shouldn't be. It's not the nicest. I forgot to put my hat on again. So yeah, no shape changes, not many features, but a bit of history. Rest in peace, Samantha Coons. Rest in peace, all the ducks and turtles that died in here. I'll try and find some footage of us. I did Woody's too. That was disgusting. The start of it's flooded and got all greasy, stinky shit in it. Then the last half didn't have any water in it, but this had...
The last time I did it, which was about 10 or 11 years ago, it had no water in it for most of it.
Yeah.
And I think the next day, Blackwood went back to take some photos down there. And in the part where there wasn't any water, there was like a side tunnel off it.
Yeah.
And there was a snake sitting there.
Oh, really?
And I'm like,
Yeah, fuck that. Anyway, then there was like a duck on the grill with its head hanging through dead, like its neck, little dead eels on the grill. I was going to do the drain talk with Seanile there, and I was like, fuck that, no. It's fucked. I would not...
never go back.
Never go back. There's no reason. It's disgusting. It made me feel sick. Because I thought since they did the big clean up, the mesh on the grill so animals couldn't get in, I was expecting it to be quite pleasant.
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't.